Hello everyone, welcome to part 183 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 8. So we are going to continue working on the admins, subadmins, roles and permission. And in this video, we are going to set the permission for the subadmins. Like we can set the permission for any of the module. We can set the view, edit or full access for the subadmin. Okay, so we are going to work on this thing in this video. Okay, so in last video we have seen that we able to add the feature for adding the admin or subadmin from the admin panel. We able to edit them as well, and we able to delete and make them active and inactive as well. Okay, so in this video we will take this forward, and we are going to create one new table in this video, and that will be called as admins underscore roles, to set the roles for the subadmin, so that we can set the view, edit, full, okay, to the modules. Okay, so we are going to create this table with the help of migration. So let's start. I'm going to tell you that we have done the super admin, that is only one. I'm going to tell you again, the super admin, this is the super admin, that will remain as one. So admin can be many, and subadmin also can be many. Okay, so subadmin, we are going to give the access, like always give full access to the admins, but and make sure that don't add too many admins. Okay, you can add too many subadmins, otherwise it will confuse you. Okay, so you can add too many subadmins with different roles, like you can give the products access to one subadmin, like the subadmin can come in admin panel and can only access the products module, and one subadmin can come and you can give them the orders access module, and one one admin, you can subadmin, you can give the categories access module, or the combination of two, like the categories and products. Okay, so this kind of thing you can do with any of your subadmins. See, whenever you will your website will reach at some point. Okay, even if you are going to make website for your some of your clients or some of your big brand. Okay, so they can use admin, not only one person going to use admin, there can be many person who is going to handle the admin. Okay, who is going to handle the different modules. Okay, so it happens in the big companies, like one module, products module given to 3 4 person, and that orders module given to some other person. Okay, so like this can so we need to make this feature in admin panel, so that they can use it with the help of subadmins. Okay, so now let's create this one admin underscore roles table with migration. So first of all, I'm going to run one migration file, create one migration file here, new terminal add folder, and here I'm going to create the migration file. Okay, so we are going to create here php artisan make migration, and new table we are going to create here, create admins roles table. Okay, roles table. Okay, so we are going to have this file now, admin underscore roles. Okay, so here we are going to add the fields. We are going to add fields like we are going to add admin id. First thing, the first one is the admin id, and integer for the admin id, and string for module, then view access. Okay, then edit access, and then full access. Okay, so it's enough, I think. Yeah, okay, so it's fine. So now see, first of all I want to tell you that what it all means. See, if the view access, only view access will be there, then admin can only able to view the feature but can't able to do the edit or delete. Okay, only view will be there. Okay, and can't edit or delete. Okay, so in view edit, what will happen? See, in view edit access uh, can do view and edit. Okay, possible, but still, but no delete. Okay, so and in full access, admin can able to view, edit and delete. Okay, all three can be possible. Okay, so there is one more thing, that to make the feature active or inactive, and that we can also give here in view edit and full access. Okay, in view we will not give that feature as well. So here these are the fields that we are going to create. Okay, so here I think view access, edit access and full access we can handle with 1 or 0. So I think integer or even tiny integer is enough. Okay, so we can check the another migration file, that what we have given in case of product. Okay, so here is the tiny integer we have given for status. So same, I think it will work fine, because we are going to handle this with 0 or 1. See, if view access is like there is the categories module. Okay, so if there are three things here, I'm going to mention here like this, so that it will be more clear. So for categories, there are three accesses like view. Okay, and there is another one, view and edit, and the last one, that is full access, and that is view, edit and delete. Okay, so if it is 1, so it means one view is possible for that admin or subadmin. If view edit is 0, it means that edit is not possible. Okay, so it means the edit is not possible. So we can even can give here only edit. Okay, so it is clear that in edit view is also possible in case of edit. Okay, so full access is 0 as well. Okay, so what it means, it means that the admin or subadmin, okay, mainly the subadmin, you are going to give these roles and permission to the subadmin. So subadmin can have the role of viewing the categories. Okay, only one role the subadmin is having in this case. So suppose there is the products module, and we will now give the all three 1, like 1 and 1. So it means that everything is possible, view, edit as well as delete is possible for the products module. Okay, so so this is the kind of thing that we are going to do. And if you want to give only view feature for the subadmin, then make sure that you will give it 1 for the view, and other edit and full access must be 0. And if you are going to give the complete access, then you can give the 1 1 1 all three, 1 for the view, edit and full access. Okay, so let's start creating the migration file. Continue with the migration file that we are creating. Okay, so now I'm going to run one command here, php artisan migrate command, so that we can able to create the table. So table has been created. We can check here in our database, and here we can see admin underscore roles. Here it is. Okay, so the table has been created. Okay, So the next thing is we want to create the model as well, because we are going to use the model for this table, and the model name now will be admin's role. Okay, so make sure the table name is always plural, s must be at the end, so that we can create the model name as singular. Okay, so these things, naming conventions, you must know in Laravel. Okay, so now we are going to run here one more artisan command, php artisan make model, and we are going to make the model admin's role. Here, see, we have given here admin, so we are going to give here admin's role like this. Okay, so after creating the model, we will make sure that we have already provided the link here in admin subadmin, this one. We are going to give here the link of update role, that the route we are going to create. I'm going to close this one and we'll open admin subadmin file, and here, see, we have already given admin slash update role at then admin id. Okay, so we are going to create the route now in web.php file, and after admin subadmin, here we are going to create the route. Okay, so we are going to create here get post route for this one, because both are required. We want to create the view first, and then we are going to update the roles with the post method. So sorry, we are going to create here match get post, then here it will come, we are going to make admin controller, sorry, not admin controller, here what is the route, update role. Okay, so this is the route. After that id will come. Okay, update role, and after that id, we need to pass the admin id for which you want to update the role, and finally admin controller, where we want to create the function, and here we are going to create the function name like update role. Simple enough, this function. So we are going to create this function in admin controller, at the last. Okay, after this one we are going to create this function after add edit admin subadmin public function admin update role. Okay, so first we are going to create the function without any post method, without any request. Okay, and we will give here the title of the page that we can return, like update admin, okay, update admin subadmin roles and permission. Okay, so it's your choice if you want to give the permissions to the admin as well. Okay, so what permission you want to give to admin and give to subadmin, okay, it's your choice. So here we are going to return view the file we are going to create inside admin folder, and after that we are going to create the file under admin underscore subadmins folder. So we are going to create the file like update roles, this blade file we are going to create, and we are going to return this title. Later on we are going to return the more variables. Okay, but right now we are going to return the title only. Okay, so we are going to create this update roles file inside our folder. Where is the resources? Here, resources, views, then after that under admin subadmins, and here. So in Mac we can create the file like this, touch, then file name is the update underscore roles dot blade dot php. This is the way to create the file in Mac, okay, with the touch command. But in Windows, you know how to create the new file inside the folder. Just right click, you can create the new file as a notepad. Then you can give the extension, it will create the txt file, I think, and you can just simply update the extension of that file, rename that file with the name and the extension, and that is update underscore roles dot blade dot php file. Okay, so here I'm going to open this file, update underscore roles dot blade dot php file, and I'm going to copy here from somewhere. I'm going to copy some product form, like some kind of module I can copy here. Okay, so I can copy from any simple module I want to copy, like brand. I think one of the simple module I can check here that I want to copy some design. Yeah, this one I can copy from here, add edit brand. Okay, so I can copy from this one so that I can get the complete design, so that I can make the changes accordingly. So I can copy and just paste here, and here I am going to add here like admins, subadmins. Okay, so this form, we are going to update this form. Here I am going to just simply make any admin form. Okay, or we can even make the subadmin form. Okay, so no issue. And inside that, instead of brand name, we are going to give here all the modules one by one that you want to give the access, that you want to give for access, like for like categories, products. Okay, you want to give the view, edit, and delete access. Okay, so here inside this one, okay, so brand name is for that is now the categories will come, and here we can do one more thing here. We are going to give the class here. Okay, later on, first categories. After that, I'm going to remove this one, and for categories we want to create the access here, like view, edit, and full access. Okay, so yeah, we need to give here class like call md 3, and here I'm going to create one more div, and going to give here class called md 9. Okay, some kind of this design kind of thing we need to do. Then input type checkbox, we are going to give the checkbox. Okay, and name we are going to give like categories. Okay, and we are going to have the view here. Okay, we need to give it like this because we want to get the data in array at the time of submission, so that it will be easier to post data in database. Okay, in our admin underscore roles table. So value will be 1 if this field is checked. Okay, so first one is for the view access. Okay, and now the second and third one. So first one is the view, and second one is for the edit, and the third one is for the full access. Full access means view, edit, and delete. Okay, so first one is view, and after that view and edit, and after that it is full, or you can even write view slash edit slash delete. Okay, so full access, and we can give some spacing here so that it will look fine. Okay, so now we are going to check here. First of all, I will make sure this brand is here. Okay, so this one here in form, this is not required, so we can remove this. Just action is required, and this one also not required. Okay, method post and action is required. We are going to send action to the same URL, and that is admin slash update role, and we want here admin ID as well. Okay, so that ID we are going to give like one right now statically, but we will update this ID later on dynamically. Okay, so now see, I'm going to refresh with that. I'm going to open that update role here. Let's see here, like in the case of John. So here it is coming like this. Okay, update admin subadmin role permission categories. We are given like this. We will give some spacing once again. View assess. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. You can check for the feature for this admin subadmin. See here, if you are going to update for the John. Okay, like I'm going to click here, set role permission for John. Okay, so here I want to give some details as well, and along with that I'm going to give the permission for the other features as well. Okay, so here we are going to copy this one, form group, for all the modules that you want here. Okay, categories, orders. Okay, so categories, products, okay, after products, categories, products, and here coupons also, you can give the coupons also, then orders also. You can add other modules of your own. See here. Okay, so here we can set the permission for admin subadmin, and now see, we want to update here, update role, and here I want to pass the details of the admin as well. Okay, and for that see here, like this is, we are having the 2 ID. 2 is the ID for the admin ID, it is the admin ID, and from this ID we can get here that what you want to set it for. Okay, so we can do one thing here. Here we are going to check $ID update role. See here. Okay, yeah, $ID. Okay, so like echo $ID, going to check 2. Okay, 2 is the ID for this admin. Okay, okay, so we can do one thing here. We can make add this ID in admin ID. We are going to create one variable here, admin ID, and this admin ID we can pass along with the title here. Okay, and also we can do one more thing here. We can get the admin role as well as the admin details from this admin ID. Okay, so here we can pass this admin ID here in our action. Where is our action? Here it is. Okay, or we can do one more thing here, accept this one. We can do here admin details, and admin details we can get from like admin where id, it looks better than that. Okay, id. Okay, then we can simply get first, and we can use the to array here. Okay, and this admin details we can send here, and here one thing is we are going to pass this one dynamically here from admin details, dollar admin details here. Okay, admin details, and inside this id. Okay, so let's see, refresh this one, and I want to inspect the form. In form the id must come up. Okay, you can see the id is coming now. Okay, here you can see update role /2. Okay, so that is fine. So now we can also do one more thing here. We can write here update admin subadmin role permission, update role permission. Here we can do one thing, catalogs admin subadmin. Here we are going to add admin subadmin. Okay, okay, so this one is the catalog is given for all. Let me see. Yeah, okay, fine. So we can do one thing here, update admin subadmin, and here somewhere we can write title. We are having update admin subadmin role permission. Here in place of admin subadmin, yeah, or we can yeah, we can do here we can have now dynamically we want to show here update dollar admin details. Here what it is, like if it is subadmin or if it is admin. Okay, here we can write the type. Okay, okay, type. Okay, we are going to add the type here. Okay, so one more we are going to add like this. So here we are going to add that we are going to check the table itself. Okay, so admin here name. Okay, name and type both are fine. So like this, and this one we are going to like this. Okay, so let's see how it looks. See now, update John subadmin roles permissions. Okay, so now it seems to be perfect, strong. So now we know that no, it is not working strong here. I think maybe we need to add here. No, it will not work like this. Okay, leave that thing. See here, update John subadmin role and permission we have done here. See, so from here we can easily come to know that for which subadmin or admin we are going to update the permissions. Okay, so like if for John we want to give the view access for the categories and we don't want to give any other access, then we can just click on submit and can set this permission for John. Okay, so now we can continue with the post method here. So after clicking on submit, the data will come in array that we want to get here for posting the data for in our table, in update roles table. Okay, So for that, now I'm going to do here, I'm going to add here a request, dollar request, like this. And here, if dollar request is method post, okay, so data will come here, data dollar request all. So here we are going to first check the data, what data will come up here. Okay, let's see. I'm going to refresh, we'll click on view sets, submit, and you can see view is coming for the categories. Okay, token is also coming, but we can unset the token here, unset this token, that is the underscore token. Okay, so it is coming in dollar data, unset this token, sorry. Fine, now we have only categories data in post. Okay, so categories is coming in array, so it will be easier for us for posting the data in our table as well. In admin underscore roles table, we want to post the data, whatever data comes up there, we are going to post here in admin underscore roles table. Okay, so we have only the view access, so only view will come up there and rest will remain as 0 for the categories. Okay, so here we make sure that at csref is already there. Okay, so now see, we are going to update in for each and but before update we need to do one thing, we need to clear up the admin role for this admin id. Okay, so make sure, but first of all we are going to update in for each loop. Okay, so we can do one thing here, we can add one more. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so here I'm going to add the for each loop. For each dollar data will come as dollar key. For it I want to add for each. Okay, so now see, dollar data will come up here, and here we are going to get the data here, like if there is view is coming here, like if is set. Why I'm using is set? Because there may be data may come or may not come, and if the data comes, like if the module and view says come, then we are going to update, otherwise we are not going to update. Okay, so here I'm going to pick up dollar value, and in value we are going to pick up view. First of all the view will come, and if view will come, then we are going to pick the value of view, like sorry, like I'm going to pick it like this, dollar view equal to dollar value of view, like this, else we are going to set the dollar view as 0. Okay, so I want to show you that what's happening exactly. Okay, you may be confused. Okay, so here I'm going to explain you once. See, I'm going to remove this one, and here we are going to use the for each for this array. So this array can be categories, products, and okay, I want to show you once again. See, if you add more like this one, few ss and view and full ss for this one, coupons view, that much data, then we'll click on submit and see, now the array. Now it is more clear to you. Now there are arrays are coming, categories, products, coupons and orders. Okay, in categories all three are coming, and in products two are coming, coupons two are coming, orders two are coming. Okay, so if the categories is coming as view, audit and full, we are going to make it like all three categories. We are going to enter the categories, then view 1, edit 1 and full 1. Okay, then we are going to pick the next one. Next one is the products, edit and full 1. So what will happen with the view? View will remain 0 and edit and full will be 1. Okay, and so for this one we are going to use the for each loop, so that it will loop through everything. Like first one is the categories, it will loop through categories, then products, then coupons, then orders, and will update the table side by side. Okay, so first one, see dollar value, what will come in dollar value. I'm going to show you that what will come in dollar value. Okay, so here I'm going to take this one in the same way, so that it will be more clear that what will come in dollar value. Here I'm going to take dollar value. Let's see, refresh here, see what is coming. View, edit and full 1. So 1 is coming for the first module, that is the categories module. Okay, so this is the value, and if you will pick the key, then here you can able to see the categories. Okay, so the first key is the categories, and its value is view, edit and lead. Okay, so now I hope that it is clear to you. See, I'm going to show you once again. See here, the first one is the key, that is the categories, and inside that categories these three are coming, view, edit and full. And the second one is the products. See, it is coming in the 0th element, then 1 element, then 2 element, then 3 element, and it's coming in the key. Okay, so in 0th element key, view, edit and full coming, and in one products, see, it is working like this. Okay, so I hope that it is clear to you. Now see, on the basis of this one, see, first one is the dollar value view. So this one is coming, view, edit and full is coming. So if view is 1, see, if there is some value in view, if view is actually coming, then we are going to have the value in view variable. Okay, and if it is not coming at all, like here view is not coming at all, then it is going to assign the 0 value for the view. Okay, so we are going to work like this, and same thing we are going to do for the edit, and same thing we are going to do for the full access. Okay, so here we are going to type the edit, and here we are going to type the full. Okay, so after this one we are going to update the for each loop. Here we are going to update admin role, admin's role here, where admin id is $id we are having, and we are going to insert these roles. Okay, so like first of all we are going to insert the admin id itself, that is $id. Okay, and after that, sorry, here we need to add like this one. Okay, so after that we need to add the module that is coming in key, $key, and after that we are going to update the view access that is coming in $view, then edit access that is coming in $edit, and finally full access that is coming in $full. Okay, so before this one we need to, I'm going to disable this one, we need to empty the admin role of that admin id, for which we are going to update the roles and permissions, where we are going to make it empty, like admin id is $id. Okay, and we are going to delete the earlier one. Only then we are going to update. Okay, so after update we are going to see, we are going to send that message, that success message, like dollar message admins sub admins roles updated. Okay, or simply roles updated successfully, roles updated successfully. That's it. Session flash here, success message, dollar message. Okay, return redirect back. So we are going to go back and we'll try here. I'm going to refresh and let's see. I'm going to update the view here like this. Okay, so only 1 2, okay, view for the categories, view edit for the products, and view and full access for the coupons, and view for the orders. Let's submit it. And okay, that admin role not found, because here this one S will come up. Okay, so let's try again. Wrong model earlier, and see this one. So we need to add here use app admins role. Now we are going to try once again, and let's see. This time it's updated, but it's not coming here because we have not shown so far. But here you can see we able to update view access for the categories module, edit access for the products module, and view and full access for the coupons, and one orders view access for the orders module. Okay, so it is coming there. I'm going to update once again. See, only view access for the categories and nothing else, so that it will be clear to you. I'm going to click on submit, and now there will be only one entry, categories module only, with view access and no other entries. You can go to check. See, only categories module with view access, and there is no other access. You can see here we are having no other access at all. Okay, but we want to show here as well. After this update we want to show, so we want to send the admin role as well. Okay, so for that we are going to update here and going to pass the roles along with the admin details, and here we are going to pass the admin role as well. So here I'm going to write here admin roles. Okay, so in admin roles I'm going to here admins role call this model, and where id is dollar id. So we are going to use the get because there can be more than one, okay, role. Okay, so we are going to use the to array for this one as well. So this admin roles we are going to, sorry, this one admin roles we are going to return to there. Okay, so now we are going to update here roles. Okay, so here we can first check that the admin role is coming, like for every form group here we can add. First of all we need to make sure that not empty, admin role is not empty. What variable we have given? Admin role. So if it is not empty, then we are going to add the condition. For each condition we are going to add, for each, say this admin roles as role, I think role. Okay, So first of all, we are going to check here if dollar role module equal to categories. So first one is the categories. We are going to check for the categories. Okay, see, it will come inside this one. See, here I'm going to use the and if, and here and for each, and here also and if. Okay, so if it is categories, then we are going to check, first of all we are going to check the view assess. Okay, so if it will come module is the category, then we are going to check for the view assess, and that also comes inside dollar role view assess. And if view assess is equal to 1, then we are going to add the PHP here. We are going to assign here dollar view categories. Here we are going to add here checked. Okay, so see, otherwise in else we are going to assign nothing in view categories. Okay, we are going to assign empty. I'm going to copy this one, and this one will be empty if the view says if there is no, if one is not there in view says. Okay, and if similarly for edit assess and full assess as well, we are going to add this one for edit as well as delete. So here like view categories, we are going to add here for edit. So the one thing, view categories checked, that is fine. Okay, so here edit and here full, and we are going to make it like edit here and full here. Okay, so I think it seems to be fine. Okay, so now we are going to use like view categories. We are going to use here this one, categories. Okay, and I'm going to copy this one here as well as here. So we need to see that if it is checked, then it is going to fill it, okay, as one. Okay, so let's see it is, if it is working. Some issue is coming here, view categories. Here in case of 79, we are going to check why this issue is coming. View categories. Okay, so we need to debug our code. Maybe some issue is coming here. See, first of all we need to check here whether the admin role is coming here or not. So debugging is really important. So we are going to check the admin roles here. See, nothing is coming in admin roles. So first of all we need to make sure that data is coming. So admin role where id $id get to array. So here, see, here is the mistake. We need to select here admin_id, because we need to check in admin_id table. Here you can see admin_id table. We need to match with the admin_id table for that certain admin or subadmin. Okay, now the data must come here. Let's refresh it. See, now the data is coming fine. See, we have only view categories for this one. So that is coming fine here. So I'm going to remove or going to comment this one, okay, like this. So let's check once again and see. Now we have the view access for this one. Okay, so let's make it view edit and full access as well. Click on submit, and now you can see we able to select all three. Okay, so all three are selected here, and here in table as well we are going to check all three are selected with the one. Okay, so like in the same way we are going to do for the others module as well. It is simple enough. So we are going to add this one for the products, and for the coupons, and for the orders as well. Okay, so here only minor updates we need to do here, like in case of products, we are going to add here in place of categories, we are going to add here products, and rest everything we can keep it in the same way. Here the products will come. Okay, so here for coupons will come up. Okay, like, and here as well. And for orders will come up. Okay, so now we can check for all, like we can update these one like this, and after update, see this one is not coming. We need to check. Okay, we need to pass there as well, like we have passed this one view edit and full. So in the same way we need to pass this one, like view products for this one, and I'm going to copy this one, and here as well, here edit products, and here full products. And now I'm going to copy once again, and here view coupons, edit coupons, and full coupons. So here we can copy that view orders, edit orders, and full orders. Now we are going to refresh and see all the sets have come up here. Now whatever you will select, it is going to select. Okay, so see here the update. Okay, roll the update successfully, and now see we can set the permission for all the admin sub-admin. Here correct this one as well. See, we need to pass that whatever we have. See in admin sub-admin, we need to pass this session put admin sub-admin, so that it will able to select this one admin sub-admin. And here as well in this function as well, update role, we need to set these permissions. Okay, so now it seems to be fine. Admin sub-admin is selected at the left sidebar. So now you can simply go there, and now I want to set the permission for this Steve as well. Sorry, not here. See permissions for this Steve as well. See here we have the issue here. We are going to check why this issue is coming. Okay, so it's fine. And for Steve view category, undefined variable view categories, so it is coming here, issue is coming here. We are going to check once. Okay, so here we need to add one more condition. In case of all, we need to add one more condition here, like at the rate of if is set, if it is coming, only then we are going to add this one, otherwise we are not going to add. Okay, if is set this one, and if in the same way we are going to add for all. Edit categories. And full categories. See, now it is not coming. Now it is coming in view products. In the same way we need to do for the view products as well. I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to add this one for all. Now all done. Let's see. Okay, so now we are going to set the permission for Steve as well. Let's set the permission for Steve, submit, and the permission has been set. You can check in your table, and here you can set the permission for the 3 ID. Now this time categories, products, and coupons permission has been set. Okay, so there is no permission for orders, so orders entry has not come up here. So you can check like this one. You can update the permission. We have set the permission for the John. We have set the permission for the Steve as well. We are going to set the permission for the Amit Gupta here. Okay, so it confused here. Okay, so see, Amit Gupta is already the super admin, so you can't create the admin or the sub admin for the same user. Okay, so if you want to create, yeah, sure, you can create with the different email ID and different mobile number. So every user must having different mobile and email, and you can give something like Amit Gupta subadmin or some other thing that will differentiate that person name. Okay, so like in this way you can set the permission for all subadmin and admin. So like I have set the permission for John as I'm going to set the permission for John as the view access. I'm going to give only view access for all view access, like view products, view coupons, view orders. Okay, so John can only view the data, but John can't update, edit, or delete the data. Okay, so I'm going to set this permission, because in a real scenario the client used to set this permission for the admins. Okay, for the sub admins. Okay, so view access is for all the features. So in next video I'm going to show you that if the John will log in, but not able to access anything else. John can only able to see, but John can't able to access any other feature other than the yeah, John can able to access the categories, but John can't update. See, these things will not come for the John. John can't edit or delete the categories. John can't update the status for the categories. And we can do one more thing. We will only give the categories view access. Okay, so that if John will click on products, that restricted error will come to the John. If John will click on banner, coupons, orders, anything, restricted access will come for the John. So what we can do here, we will just give the view access for the categories and nothing else for the testing. Okay, so for the other subadmins as well, we will give the permission and test, and that code we are going to do in next video. In next video we are going to we will try to finish this admin feature, okay, roles and permission, and we'll continue with the other features as well. So if you have any confusion, you can surely contact me. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.